Malta is very rich in limestone, and the under level is the Globigerina limestone, and there's levels of that and a variety of it as well. But Malta, since ancient times, we don't know exactly how long, but has lost a lot of its mucky or Mediterranean forest. The trees here have been felled down a long time ago, and that has exposed the soil to the elements, basically the sun and the winds and the rains. Being a small island, further kind of to the modern times, so to speak, infrastructure has had an even more effect on this, because basically all what has been built hasn't been taken into account these measures and effects to reduce these impacts, right? And so you've ended up with soils exposed to the sun, the UV rays, where basically you're losing a lot of the microorganisms. They're dying because of this effect, where they are exposed to the light. You've also got winds, strong salty winds, so you've got salt coming in from the sea. Malta is a small island that's surrounded by the sea, so wherever the wind is blowing from, it's carrying in the salt. And then you get irregular, sometimes heavy rains, which induce runoff. So that even takes away more of the topsoil into the sea. Now nature has a way of repairing itself to fix these problems, but when you then impose infrastructure in ways that don't take into account these measures, say you have roads, asphalt, you kind of, what you're doing basically with all this, Malta is very overpopulated, you have more surface areas which are basically, they don't allow for the water to percolate into the land, but rather they're shedding the water away from the land. So there is less water being absorbed into the ground to eventually end up into the aquifers, and more of this is being taken straight into the sea, with the effect of carrying then even more soil, because you have even more water that hasn't been absorbed, but it's just creating more runoff.